Jim Green unboxing. Some of my favorite unboxings, especially when it's a collab or collab. People get mad when I say collab. Cut me some slack. It's English. It's tough, okay? So what is this? Well, you probably already know from the thumbnail, but this is another not another collaboration, but a version of a collaboration that we launched with Jim Green earlier this year with the Barefoot African Troopers. Let me go grab a pair. I'm fully not prepared. The Barefoot African Trooper. Spoiler, it's called the rugged African Trooper in the boxes. This was really the first true heritage quality Barefoot boot. You know, there's some, like Barefoot's got a little leather in it. There's a few other brands that are smaller that do some stuff, but at a scale that you can actually buy and for an affordable price, under 300 bucks. This was really the first to the market and really popular, sold a ton of them. People love them. People have been getting them over the last few weeks. We've tested them quite a bit. You can see this is Jay's pair, my buddy Jay. Yeah, these things are gnarly, right? Pretty beat up because he works construction and really put these through the paces and held up beautifully. But right when we launched that collaboration and through the testing that Jay did and that I did, so many people were like, take that pattern and put it on like a regular heel boot, like make it like a higher quality, like affordable, like hiking work, all around good heritage boot. I was like, that's a good idea, you know, because Jay was like, you should make this in like a luggier, like heeled boot so I can like really do heavy work in them. I wanted a pair for more aggressive hiking and a lot more intense, like when I'm trying to climb up through the shale and when I need more arch support and when I don't, because like when you're climbing through rocks, you know, this is a barefoot boot, there's no support in it. And so when you step on a rock, your foot does that, which sometimes the barefoot people love it. They like exercising their feet. I just don't as much. I sometimes like support. And for like casual hiking, like groomed trails or sneaking up on a animal, these are perfect. But for really intense work and really intense hikes and really intense wear, even though this performed really well, clearly, you know, it still falls short in a couple ways because the outsole is still fairly thin. It doesn't have that support that I just talked about. And me and Gareth were like, well, why don't we just make it on a heel? You know, and like, why don't, instead of just making this on a heel with more aggressive sole, like, how can we improve the pattern? How can we change it? How can we make it more suited for that intended use? Because if you remember, the Barefoot one's about as minimal as it gets. There's zero lining in the toe, zero lining in the quarter. It's just the sock liner, that veg tan insole, the rubber midsole and the rubber outsole, and then a very classic, like American style upper, you know, with the horseshoe here, the toe cap. And I pulled a lot of inspiration from like the Pacific Northwest, the Red Wings, the true American heritage boots, along with one of the most iconic boots of all time, the paratrooper boot or the jump boot. And that's how we ended up calling it the African Trooper. And also it fit really well with like the African Ranger, you know, because we did the Barefoot African Ranger with Jim Green. But I didn't design that upper. That was a Jim Green upper, and I designed the bottom, basically from the sole, the insole down I designed, insole up Jim Green designed, whereas this is just a full-on, like, we designed this with Jim Green. We were sending over patterns, we were sending over examples, and we went back and forth months and months and months until it was dialed. And they turned out awesome. And so that's why we're just like, well, let's just do like an actual boot version, and I'll show you what we did to improve it, upgrade it, and change it when we unbox it. So let's do it. Because we're pretty early on this. You know, I'm doing this unboxing pretty early to get a pair and start wearing them so we can start getting footage of everything. And so I don't know final details yet when it comes to price. Release date is going to be November 7th, and you want to be on that limited edition email list so you get the weeks leading up, you get all the tease content, showing all the exclusive behind the scene break-in hikes, all like the cool stuff that we only send to that limited edition email list. But more importantly, you get that starting on the week of the launch, you get the sizing video, you get the how to wear video, you get the specs video. And there's only a limited number of these boots because they make them in South Africa, they ship them over the sea to the United States, and then they inventory them. And so the sooner you put your order in on that limited edition email list, early access, the sooner you get your pair. If you wait to the public launch and you're a few weeks down the road, we might run out of certain colors, probably, because I think I think people are gonna freak out about this boot, if I'm being honest. And you might miss out on a pair, and that we probably won't have another restock for several months just because of the production time, the shipping time, all that stuff. So make sure on that limited edition email list if you want all that information, and we'll still post the sizing guides. Like every once in a while, people are like, "What is wrong with you? Why won't you release the price? Why haven't you released the sizing video?" And I'm like, "I don't have them done yet." You know, like people are like, "Oh, it's like some tactic to try to like be shady." I'm like, "No, we're just busy. We're a small company doing all this. Like there's 14 of us, and to do all this and run this business with the 14 people." That's a testament to how killer my team is. My employees kill it. I honestly think I think Rose Anvil, if we put our team against any team twice our size, we'd kick their ass because we kill it. And it's mostly my employees. The employees kill it. So shout out to the Rose Anvil employees. It's crazy what we've been able to do this year. And wait till you see what we have coming up for that 1 million subscriber mark. Because all these collaborations and all the products we've been launching, all the support that you guys have been giving us is really what's made this huge ramp up possible. Because we got 3 like really cool things we're gonna announce at that 1 million subscriber mark. We're gonna do like a video, hey, 1 million subscribers, probably do a Q&A and like a big, we'll make a fun deal out of it. But there's those 3 big announcements. I think people are gonna be like, oh, I see, like it makes sense. Okay, it's gonna be cool. Because we just can't, as much as I'd like to show everything behind the scenes and let you guys in on everything, it's just, people just, it's just tough, people try to sabotage you, people try to jump ahead of you, and so we're pretty open, but on certain things, we keep our cards close to our chest. My chest, I keep my cards close to my chest. So let's do it, let's do some unboxing. First time ever seeing the rugged African Troopers. I've seen them in some photos and some stuff, and I have an early pair that I've been testing that we'll kind of go over why we tested and what we changed. I'm very excited about this one. This is a project that, because this one's very near and dear to me because we designed this pattern. Obviously, Jim Green really helped with the pattern, but like me and Taylor, especially Taylor, led the charge on designing this pattern, and it was the very first like full pattern that I've designed. And it was so useful to learn all the little nuanced differences of why they do this stitch and why this is over here and why this length is this. And I'll put that video below because I go through like the whole design and iterative process in a video. I got a bevy. I got a bevy of knives today. Let's start with the Gerber. This is my little baby Gerber. I always I should keep a pair of them. I keep one in basically all my boots have a boot pocket kit, and I always buy extras because I lose them so fast and they're only like 20 bucks. So let's do it. This boot's one of those boots where I'm like, this boot's gonna sell itself. Like it's pretty wicked. Let's do it. Yes, look at it. Look at it. Are you kidding me? Look at that thing. I have like cold chills. That is an actual wide toe box, traditionally made, heritage made work and hiking boot. Under 300 bucks. There's really like no wide toe box heritage made work boots like this, except for this one. And I'm excited. But look how good this looks. And I'll go over what we changed with this, because I'll show you at the end. Let's open the next one. I really want to see the black pair, because in true my style, I wanted a fully blacked out pair. I love blacked out boots and shoes. I think they just have like a certain aesthetic to them that can't get anywhere else or any way else. Okay, what's next? I'm like shaking. I'm excited. Also, this coat's so sick. I've been just wearing this to try to break it in. This is the Flint and Tinder wax trucker jacket that they sent over for one of those videos. It is so sick. I've wanted this coat for so long, and I've been geeking about it hard lately. So go watch that video or go check it out, because it's like one of my holy grail, one of my grail items that I've never gotten to tell recently. Next color, the rugged African Troopers. There's your brown. So you notice we did the classic work boot paneling, You know, the flesh out in the toe and the heel counter and the backstay, and then the grain out on the upper. Because that suede, or that like flesh side, which most people associate with suede, is more abrasion resistant. All those little fibers are a lot harder to wear through than this smooth grain pattern. Look how good that looks. Probably do a part 2 where we go through what I actually changed about this compared to the Barefoot African Troopers. Because you can see they're very, very different looking boots. The exact same pattern, but very different. I want to go over all that information right now, but I'm long-winded already, so we'll do it in another video. Okay, next color. Oh, there it is. There's your black boot. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. You know, it's got that P&W, like, firefighting blacked out boot kind of vibe is what I was going for. And it is perfect. Look at that thing. Flesh out, grain out on the, flesh out on all those parts, the grain out on the uppers. Love this boot. I really, really like this boot. I'm very excited about it. I don't want to accidentally like overhype it or oversell it, because this boot kind of just is its own thing, but I'm very excited about it. I think people have been needing this boot for a really long time, and nobody made it, and so me and Gareth did, which is crazy too, because it was, you know, we just were trying to make a barefoot boot, and then all of a sudden we're like, well, we can make like a pretty awesome boot with this pattern, like, and this boot is needed, and so yeah, I don't know, it's just fun. Very, very grateful to Jim Green that they're willing to do these kind of gambles and risk things on like a hunch that I have or a new design. It's a gamble for the brands. And so huge shout out to Jim Green. Final color, same color, but this box has Jim Green's new leather balm. Let's take a little peek at it and see what it is. So it's like definitely like a, I think like a beeswax base. It says on the can. Marula fruit, macadamia nut oil, beeswax, and sugarcane wax. Smells pretty good. Pretty heavy wax. Nice work boot wax. Okay, and then next video is going to be more of the try on, going through some more of the details of what's actually different about this, and all that stuff that you really want to see, because I'm out of time. But I do want to show you my personal pair that I've been breaking in and wearing, the testing pair that I've done, the more recent testing pair, just to show you like what's going on. Basically, I don't know, I'll get to it, right? Let me show you the freaking boots. Look at those. Are you kidding me? Oh, yes. Like, look at that. That's a good looking wide toe box boot. They're definitely wide. Like, when you have them on, there's no mistaking that they're wide. But you'll notice the sole is a different color. And Jim Green has been working on this compound of their rubber, and they've improved it, made it a lot more durable while still being grippier. And the improvements are nice. Like this, let me just give you the quick durometer. I'm supposed to save this for the other video, but it's like 65 Chore, 60 Chore. So a little bit softer than Vibram, you know, but big, heavy lugs. But anyway, the difference obviously is the color. This, we tested some of these in this new compound, and there was a little bit of issues with it adhering to that midsole, and so instead of risking it, let's put the black one on there. We've already tested it. It already works. Jim Green's fully confident in this one, and so we're gonna launch this one, and then we'll probably down the road, maybe next batch or a couple batches, we'll release the honey color sole. But just to go show you the difference, but it doesn't go to show you. I wanted to show you the difference between a pair that's been worn a decent amount versus a brand new pair. So, more information to come. These drop on November 7th, so make sure you're on that limited edition email list. Get ready for the drop, limited quantities, because they've pre-made all of them, and they'll be delivered pretty quick. I think we'll get them delivered in December, hopefully before Christmas, but there's no full guarantees. But get on that list. Thank you guys for your support for this. Huge shout out to Jim Green, being willing to like let me design a boot pattern and let me just play with it and try new iterations, improve things, continue to release like boots that I think they need to have in the market that nobody else is doing. that's what I love doing. I love the product design. I love solving problems, and this is right up that alley. And so huge thank you to you guys. It's what's making all those big 3 announcements we're making at the 1 million subscriber mark possible. Without these collaborations, there's no way we could do it. There's no way we could get to the point where this business, where Rose Anvil is actually going to get, without your guys' support with these collaborations and without the brands supporting us through these collaborations and our handmade leather goods, the main channel, the second channel that does not make any money. It costs us money to run this channel for now. We're trying to get it to make money, but just a little peek behind the curtain. It costs us money to run this channel, but I'm okay with it because I get to sit down and geek out and have fun and show you guys what I'm working on and just enjoy it a lot more than I enjoy the main channel, because the main channel's, you know, it's a completely different beast. And clearly I like rambling and spending 20 minutes on an unboxing. So second video is coming out soon by the time you're watching this, and we'll go through all the details, what we changed, all the other stuff that you want to know. So thank you guys for all your support, and get ready for the drop of the Rugged African Troopers. And there's gonna be some other Jim Green collaboration stuff that's launching around that time, so stay tuned for that too. And yeah, thank you guys. Thanks Jim Green. I said like 4 times, but I mean it, so see ya.